Hello, this is Bruce Hanson with Sunbelt Marketing, and today we're going to be talking about gas regulators, specifically how gas moves through the unit. Here's a very simple breakdown of the unit. We've got our inlet, typically 2 psi, and we've got our lever and our fulcrum side over here to the left. We've got our diaphragm, we've got our spring, and we've got our vent side. The spring and the diaphragm and the lever all kind of work together. They all move in tandem with each other. So gas comes in the inlet, typically at 2 psi, comes through the orifice, activates the lever. The diaphragm is pushed into the spring by incoming gas pressure. And the spring is an opposing force on that diaphragm, limiting and determining the outlet pressure. Gas then leaves the unit at the desired water column for that regulator. Typically 7 to 10 inches of water column. Now I wanted to take a look at the orifice. As we pop this inlet and outlet off of the rest of the regulator, you can see the shiny pieces here are the orifice. The one on the left is much smaller than the one on the right. So the one on the right would allow a greater capacity of BTUs to feed whatever application it's using than the one on the left. All right, so next I kind of want to show you the lever and the fulcrum side of the unit. The lever, for lack of a better word, has this little stopper that butts up against the orifice. So you got to remember that everything is working in tandem with each other so that the system can be balanced. 2 psi may be coming in, and we want 7 to 14 inches of water column to come out. So this lever and this stopper are only going to let in enough gas to create that balance. You'll see how if gas comes in, it's going to pull on the diaphragm. But gas is also pushing on the diaphragm at the same time that the lever is pulling on the diaphragm. Balance is also created with the tension of the spring against the diaphragm. This is causing an equilibrium so that when 2 psi comes into the unit, 7 to 10 inches of water column will be leaving the unit depending on the demand of the system. This is a cutaway of the entire unit so you can see how the lever and the spring and the diaphragm interact with each other as gas would be moving through the system. On the vent side of the unit, you can remove the cap and tighten or loosen the spring. It's threaded all the way down with a little nut inside. You can stick a screwdriver in there, and tightening that nut and tightening the spring will increase the pressure of the water column coming out of the unit. Decreasing the tension on that spring will decrease the water column coming out of that unit. Next thing I want to talk about is the vent. The vent serves two purposes. It allows the regulator to breathe, and should a rupture occur on the diaphragm, it would allow gas to vent into the outside atmosphere. But if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to call us here at Sunbelt Marketing. We'll be happy to size any regulator you need. Thank you.